everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Lolu, but people like to call me the Nifty Mom. As you can see from the title, today I'll be giving you tips and just sharing my experience generally on how I was able to pass my theory driving test. I did my theory test in February of 2021 and I was able to pass at my first attempt. Glory to God. I totally understand how daunting and how frustrating it can get. I am not a genius in any way. I would say preparation helped me and the grace of God. Let's get right into the video. I have shared few tips on my Instagram page, and funny enough, the video is doing much more than I imagined. It is currently at 1.6 million views on Instagram. So for the theory test, my number one tip for you is to practice. There is no other way about this. You have to practice. You have to practice like you are actually preparing for an actual exam. Because this is an actual exam, if you ask me. You have to practice. You cannot leave this to chance, okay? You have to practice like your life depends on it. That was what I did. When I knew I was ready for this test or to book this test, I started practicing. I was practicing so hard that if you saw me practicing, you'll be thinking I was practicing for maybe some sort of Cambridge exam. Don't think because you have such good experience in driving in your own country that you think you can ace it once. It doesn't work like that, okay? No matter how long you've been driving for, I would really recommend that you practice so well. And the two apps that helped me practice was the 4-in-1 theory test app. That was what I started using at first. The theory 4-in-1, which is really good, is a paid app. I think it's about £5. So get that. It has both parts, both the test and the hazard perception part. Then I also use the theory test for you.co. I'm going to put it on the screen. It is not an app, it's just a website, but the way they set their own question is quite different from the way the 4-in-1 kit sets their own questions. So combining both really helped me. Another thing I'm going to say is that don't just cram the answers, because the questions can be a bit tricky, and if you just cram it, you might struggle a bit when you're writing the test, okay? So I would encourage you to actually learn these things, because you will need it for your day-to-day driving anyway, and in your practical as well. So actually understand what you're reading or what you're preparing for. Another thing I'm going to say is that you should practice daily. Any free time you get, try and practice. I also used one particular YouTube channel that I was watching her videos daily, and that channel really gave me confidence, and I would say it really helped me pass my my theory test, because she doesn't just teach you to pass, she teaches you to understand. Her name is Annie. I'm going to put the name of her channel on the screen. That channel really taught me and a lot of things that I did not understand. And she teaches you like, I would say she teaches like you're a dummy, so that you can really actually understand. So if you can combine these three things together, I assure you, and you put your mind to it, I assure you that you're going to pass. It is not rocket science, okay? If I can do it, you can do it too. Put your mind to it. Believe that you're going to pass it. Don't listen to people that tell you you cannot pass it once. Or even my brother that has been here for 7 years, he did it 5 times before he passed. That is not your business. Believe in what you're going to do. I am going to pass this once. I am not going to write it twice or 3 times or even 10 times, because I've heard people doing the theory test up to 10 times, and some people did it the 10th time, they still did not pass and they gave up. There's no big deal, okay? There is no big deal. All you need to do is practice. I think that is the major tip for the theory test. Practice and practice and practice, and trust me, I promise you, you're going to pass it. Another thing I'm going to say is that you should read your questions twice, just to be sure that you chose the correct answers. You know, there's a way that you're so familiar, because when I was practicing that time, I can remember there was a way that I'm so familiar with those questions that I kind of can just tell you this is the answer. But try and read the questions twice. Calm down, okay? don't be overconfident. There is a thin line between you passing and failing, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want it to be like it's just one mark that did not let you pass. So just read questions twice. If you have more time after the exam, go through the questions and just be sure that you chose the correct answers. Another thing I'm going to tell you here is that you should book when you're ready. And when I say book when you're ready, is that when you start practicing so much that out of 50 you get 49, you get 48. At that point you're kind of sure that you're ready to take the test. That was what I did. I didn't book the test until I knew that I was ready. I knew I'd prepared enough to go and write the test. So when I was even going into the hall, I was going with some sort of confidence that I am going here to pass. And I'm also going to encourage those people that have done it multiple times. If you're watching this video now, just forget about the failures in the past and believe that this time that you're going to write it, it is the time you're going to pass. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please share this video with someone who is going to be having their driving test soon. I'm sure it will be of great help to the person. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please help grow this channel because I'll be bringing much more informative and useful content your way. Bye.